Hey guys, welcome to another video of NVIDIA app, which was previously known as GeForce Experience, which was way cooler, but apparently NVIDIA has always to fuck things up, but here we are, right? So in this video I'm going to try to explain all the features NVIDIA app has to offer, like specifically the recording and all the visualistic parts. Okay, the first things first, here's record. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just click record, it's going to record the whole screen. And then there is the instant replay. It's going to record the previous 2 minutes or 1 minute, whatever you have. For example, I go here, I set my things to like 2 minutes, so it's going to record the previous 2 minutes when I click the button or the shortcut I set up. And you can change the shortcuts for recording instant replay. For example, you can go here to shortcuts and you can see all the shortcuts I put in. So I put my one in Alt I and toggle turn on for record to Alt F9. You can choose whatever you want. And then there should be screenshot, which is also very self-explanatory. Well, I personally like to use the Windows screenshot. It doesn't really matter, you can choose whatever you want. If you want everything organized and use like one app singularly, you can use NVIDIA screenshot, which it will identify what kind of screenshot you took or for what game. It will just like specify with this folder and stuff, which is pretty nice. Sometimes it doesn't, depending on the full screen thing, but yeah, you go back and there's highlights. Well, I don't really trust highlights because sometimes it's kind of gnarly. Imagine you're playing like a match, let's say Battlefield or whatever, Battlefield 5, right? So you hit a clip. Every time you get like 2 to 3 kills, it's gonna like automatically capture a highlight for like 2 to 3 minutes previous and in the future. So personally, I like to turn this off. I don't really like it. So the instant replay, always the GOAT. You can record whatever you want, for example funny moments or insane clip. And there's game filter. We already know what this is. It's basically like sharpens black and white brightness, and it basically opens a game and basically has like profiles for a specific game. You can give it depth of field, black and white, different colors and color palettes and stuff, LUTs and whatnot. It's pretty cool for like older games, which helps it to look better in some cases, but sometimes people just use reshade for it. Okay, well, now one of the biggest problems will be that they removed the streaming feature or whatever. It's way harder now. So you know what, fuck NVIDIA, this is now gonna be a OBS tutorial. So imagine you just go here. So very easy, just open a scene, and then display capture or game capture, whatever game you're starting. Go here and then you can see all the things that are going to be present in your stream. You go here, go to settings, and then you go to stream. There, for me, I previously streamed on Facebook. You just get the stream key, go to Facebook. Here we are at Facebook. We get the stream key, copy this, go here, cut all this, paste it, and apply. You start streaming, and then you start streaming, it's gonna show up somewhere here. For example, now if you want to stream in YouTube, it's also very easy. Go here, click on YouTube, and it's gonna connect account or stream key. I personally like stream key. Just get the stream key from YouTube, put it here, same way. So yeah, that's all it's gonna be for the NVIDIA app, previously known as GeForce Experience, which was way cooler. But yeah, fuck NVIDIA as usual. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video and it was helpful. See ya in the next video.